part two of the bracket preview. Unless you're watching these out of order, then this is part one, but you're really going to be confused. So we already covered the West and the East. So now it's time for our South and Midwest production. But anyway, it is another part. So we got to have another intro music. So 3, 2, 1.
Herb doesn't like this intro music.
I always wonder who people like stumble across this for the first time. Like, what goes through their
brain? What is
this? Well, you know what? Oh well to them. I hope they enjoy it. Time for part two. We've already got our first stuff in the books. Let's get on over to the South. And Kansas is the number 1 seed here. They are the team that used to always let everybody down.
Well, Kansas is the number 1 seed in the Midwest.
Where did I say?
You said South.
That's because the South is above the Midwest, but it's actually below the. And if you carry the 1 and multiply it by 2, Okay, so Arizona is in the South, which they're not really. But anyway, the intrigue in this bracket is, you got number 2 Villanova, which is probably a little bit under the radar, and number 3 Tennessee coming off winning the SEC tournament. So be interesting to see what people think, how far these 2 teams can go. But let's start at the top.
All right.
Arizona versus at the time of recording, it looks like it'll probably be Wright State. I don't think it matters very much. It doesn't. What do you think about the play-in game?
I mean, I think it's honestly, my opinion, it's just their way of bringing more attention to the tournament in a few days in advance. That's all, really. I mean, how many of these teams are actually going to go on to win the first round games? To be honest with you,
well, some of them will because they aren't all 16 seeds. So remember, like Alabama plays either Rutgers or Notre Dame.
You're right, because Indiana.
Yeah. And what did UCLA last year? Weren't they one of the last 4 in last year?
Who?
UCLA?
I believe they have been. I believe they may have been. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So sometimes when it's the bigger schools, they have a chance. When it's the 16 seed, it's kind of sucky.
Yeah, but Wright State and Bryant, they're not beating Arizona combined.
No.
So.
Well, Bryant is only one person, so they have no chance anyway. Wright isn't even really a state, so Arizona's going to beat whoever comes. Okay. I tried. It was,
That's horrible.
Okay. They can't all be winners.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So on to that first one. Arizona's beating the winner of this game, even if the 2 teams combine somehow. I've got Seton Hall over TCU.
I have TCU over Seton Hall.
Okay.
I think that game could go either way, to be honest with you.
Oh, totally agree.
Yeah.
I have Houston over UAB.
Yep.
And then I have Chattanooga over Illinois.
Ooh, I got the Fighting Illini and Kofi Cockburn.
But you can't even say it right though, so that shouldn't count.
Come on, man, give me a break.
Okay. I'm taking Michigan over Colorado State.
Yeah, I picked Michigan as well. I think Michigan's starting point guard is out though, right? I think he has like a concussion or he's in concussion protocol. But
is it Juwan Howard or Chris?
No, with that said, he's not the leading scorer or anything like that. So I'm still taking Michigan to play Tennessee.
Yep. Tennessee over Longwood. Ohio State over Loyola Chicago. You picked Loyola Chicago?
I'm picking Loyola Chicago.
And Villanova over Delaware?
Yeah, I got Villanova.
Well, then I know our second round will be weird. Because I'm taking Ohio State over Villanova.
Ooh, I got Tennessee playing. Oh, I'm sorry. I got Villanova over Loyola.
And you got Tennessee playing Villanova.
Yes.
Okay. I have Houston and Arizona.
I got that.
Okay.
And then
I'm taking Arizona
Yep.
versus Tennessee.
That's what I got.
Okay. And then Arizona coming out of the region.
I got that too.
It's very tempting. Like, are we falling prey to the whole Tennessee just won the SEC tournament?
I kind of am. I'll admit it. I kind of am.
Okay.
I'm still going off that momentum. So that's what's kind of causing me to give them a little bit of a push in that region.
Yeah, I agree with that. Plus, honestly, I'm not having strong feelings about the other teams. I don't think this is the Villanova team of old.
No.
So I couldn't pick them to go. The 4 seed Illinois, 5 seed Houston. I mean, I don't really believe in these other teams. So I think that Arizona, I think, has been way more consistent, even pushed for getting the number 1 overall seed. So I don't, it's going to be hard to get me off of Arizona winning this. And I think in any bracket I do, Arizona would be my number 1 and Tennessee would be my number 2.
Gotcha.
So Arizona, we both agree, which is probably doomed for everybody listening. This part of the bracket in the actual Midwest,
yes,
is going to be interesting. I go
Very
ahead and tell you that right. So first game, Kansas over Texas Southern.
Yes.
I pick Creighton over SDS.
Same here.
Iowa over Richmond.
Yep.
And I picked South Dakota State over Providence.
I did too. I got South Dakota State.
Were you watching my bracket when I did this?
I was not watching the bracket, but I was just looking at these like, in the past, I probably would have picked Providence. So let me just go another route and see what happens.
All right. I've got LSU over Iowa State.
Yep.
And Wisconsin over Colgate.
Here comes the toothpaste joke.
I'm sitting here like, what is a good toothpaste joke that we haven't used?
I know.
I got nothing.
Hey,
USC over Miami.
Wisconsin might lose if Colgate plays Minty Fresh.
So USC over Miami.
Yeah.
And
then I got the other team from Alabama over Jacksonville State.
Yeah, versus the other team over from Alabama.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so here's where maybe a little, well, I don't know. Kansas over Creighton.
Yep.
Iowa over South Dakota State.
I got South Dakota State.
Yeah. I don't think I have enough double-digit seeds in my Sweet 16. So
that's why I'm trying to squeeze some in and just trying to play around with it and see what happens.
All right. Well, LSU over Wisconsin.
Yep.
And
yes.
USC over Auburn.
I got Auburn over USC.
I don't blame you for that one, but I was just biased, I guess.
USC does have some length on their team, so I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my round, I have Iowa over Kansas and LSU over USC.
You have Iowa over Kansas?
Yeah, baby.
I have Kansas beating South Dakota State and then Auburn beating LSU.
So you have the 1 and 2. I have the 5 and 6.
Hey, it could happen.
Yep.
We don't know.
And then I have Iowa. I have Iowa going to the Final Four.
I got Kansas coming out of that bracket.
Can't blame you on that one. So my Final Four is Kentucky, Gonzaga, Arizona, and Iowa.
And I have Kentucky, Gonzaga, Arizona, and Kansas.
Did you pick all the 1 seeds?
No. Kentucky's
3 1 seeds and a 2?
Kentucky's the 2, yeah.
Raj.
I know.
I thought I raised you better than this.
I think
what's Dad gonna say when he hears this?
I think that I don't know. I think Kentucky and Arizona are really gonna come out. I'm not sure about Gonzaga and Kansas. I'm not sure about them, but I'm looking at these brackets and I'm not gonna let this bracket thing beat me up.
Where's your heart? Where's your?
It is.
Oh, okay. You still got it then? Okay,
yeah.
Cool. I was worried about it. All right, Raj. So my final is Kentucky versus Arizona.
Okay. Mine is Kentucky versus Kansas. Who do you have winning the whole thing?
Kentucky. You picked Kansas to win the whole thing. You're going to be really mad when they don't even make the Sweet 16.
How do you know they're not going to make the Sweet 16?
It's Kansas. They are known to let you down every year.
We shall see.
Well, I got Kentucky beating Arizona 75-74.
That could happen. Who's the guy for Kentucky? That number 34, like their best player. I cannot pronounce his name.
I have no idea. I know who you're talking about, the rebounder. Okay. He is like He is the next Joel Embiid.
Basically.
So
we shall see.
Well, interesting. In any other brackets I do, I think when I'm ranking like who I think will win, I've got Kentucky winning the first one. I don't know if I'll have any brackets with Gonzaga winning. That's the number overall seed. That's crazy.
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to do that. So yeah. I'm gonna fill out like I said, probably 1 or 2 more, and then just call it a night.
How many brackets will have Auburn winning?
None.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
All right, ready to take us out?
Cue me in.
3, 2.
Outro music.
Roll Tide for at least one
Roll
round.
Tide.